Hello, traveler. I'm Marcel, and I welcome you to my game room.
So this is a not re-recording um, post commentary because I've got new headphones. The last ones broke, the cable broke, and I these headphones have a on-off switch, which I forgot to turn on before recording this episode. So yeah, this is post commentary. What we have is I decided to do some base stuff at the beginning. Um, my stuff is repairing. We see, and at the end of this game day, we shall get money. Also, aliens arrived, but nothing new. So yeah, let's just leave things as are. I think I just did that. Hyperworms, they are too hyper to be of any use. They've got the hyperactivity of the Shaihulud. Is Shaihulud even hyperactive? Probably not. Anyway, yeah, we got that. Tactical items arrived. I think that's mostly. I think I did an UFO last time, so there should be some guns, disruptor guns from that. Also boomeroids, but I don't have them researched, so I can't sell them. I can only give them out for free. Which is unfortunate that you can't sell alien artifacts until you have what's it called researched them. Also, note that these replicants cost. I mean, yeah, they cost and can be sold for 2,100. And bought a mine vendor. Remember that number, 2,100 per disruptor gun. Yeah, and alien activity, none. At least outside of the cult of Sirius. I'm looking at time. It's week 2. I think it's weird that that's Sunday 19th. Perhaps the week starts at Monday. Mayhaps. Anyway, yeah. Lots of negative funds from initial funds and maintenance, but I will get extra money at the end of the week, which yeah, yeah, maybe it's Monday right now. I mean Sunday right now in the game. That's why it works. And the week starts at Monday. At least in my country. I don't know how it is in other countries. I know that in some countries it does start on Sunday. A bit weird. The day of the sun versus the day of the moon. Yeah, I'm looking at how Megapol likes me, income balance, and then will look at my own income, but only once I can find myself in the UFOpedia. No, not okay. XCOM income 83,000. Once I get the income, right? Oh, past me. Would you push the fast forward button already? I don't care about the luxury clinic. Vehicle rearm. Yeah, and those would be the cyclones. Do they clone another psyche? I don't know why they are called cyclones and not cyamps. Also, not everything is repaired. Anyway, let's see. Build me more disruptor guns. They are still the best thing you can build because you can't build light disruptors without large workshop. Anthropod autopsy is progressing. Let's go. And now I get the money. Funding adjustment is nice. So now I will be bribing people. And yeah, it's now Monday. The day of moon. I've got I've actually got 89,005, and these items can now be bought. The important thing is the lineage plasma cannon and the power sword. Though I don't get to, well, I get to equip people with it. Oh, and now I only have 62,000. I do get to equip people with the plasma sword. Oh, and I'm bribing Graph Ball League because ex- uh, I think the Graph Ballists are my source of regular soldiers. So with more Graph Ball League connections, I get to hire more soldiers. But I am not going to bribe Transstar, which later in this episode proves out to be a mistake. Uh, I mean, turns out to be a mistake. But instead, I buy vehicles, which in the end is also useful. Oh, I would like to buy a Hawk or Air Warrior, but I can't afford it. Neither can I afford another Valkyrie. I just buy a bunch of cars, three to be precise. And what next? Why am I just moving the mouse around? I think I am buying. Oh, I'm not selling alien artifact, but buying something. That's a shield, render plasma, lineage plasma. Do I have light disruptor cannon? Perhaps I should be selling those. I mean, don't I have them? I know I have them researched since I can produce them, so I should be able to sell them, but yeah, I don't see them right now. That's a mistake I might address in the next video, or I might not because that's going to be in a month. Anyway, I am going to hire a scientist, Mariko Okamoto, and here comes the trouble. Because how does a person get to my base? Well, there are two options. One could take the people's tubes, or one could fly. Or one could walk on foot, but they generally don't like doing that. Now, the people's tubes, as you can see, those are the. Oh, people are shooting at the auto taxi. Oh. The people's tubes are the yellow and blue lines. But they are disconnected, or at least not properly connected. You have to walk through buildings, and sometimes there just aren't any good connections to a place. So you would hire an auto taxi, but as you just saw, I destroyed an auto taxi. Not intentionally, my people just did that because they are hostile to Transstellar. So the scientist I just hired cannot hire an auto taxi. Why is that so important? Well, she will then take the people's tubes, and let's watch her do so. Civilian car. She travels by the. This is not by the people's tube even. She travels across a building. Perhaps the people tube is broken. Double click. She travels up the people's tube, and then down and walks again. She walks through this building and back up a people tube and then south. And now she is housed in a building. Now it says due to damaged people tube or poor diplomatic relations with Transstellar. I think it's actually due to badly made people tube and diplomatic relations with Transstellar because she cannot hire an auto taxi. And something I am about to discover is, well, first I will send a hoverbike for her, but that would work if she were a soldier. She is not a soldier. She is a scientist, and I cannot put her into a vehicle. Even though a hoverbike, find it past me. Here it is. Hoverbike can have up to two passengers, but the passengers need to be soldiers. She is a scientist. She doesn't get to go into the hoverbike, even when I put it there. Also, that's people at the base. So, how could I have gotten her to my base? Well, had she not been housed in the building, that gray square next to her face, if she was still moving, alien artifact there, if she was still moving, I could have skipped to fast forward and she would have skipped to my base. But I didn't, and by the time she is already housed in a building, she will not do that. Anyway, I am still equipping stuff. I am de-equipping all the 40 mm cannons for laser guns, which is better because they don't need ammo. At least I consider them better, though not sure whether. Yeah, I think they also deal more damage. No, that's way that I'm looking at, and it's lower. Damage 10, damage 12. Yeah, they do deal more damage, and I get to replace all the cannons with laser guns. So I am going to sell all the cannons and all the ammo for them. But right, oh, that's plasma thing, by the way. Uh, Yeah, sell, sell, sell. Sell with the shell. Light disruptor beam, 5,600. I could have sold one. And now that I have money, I should be buying more stuff. I will be. But first, the hoverbike travel travels single or third person. But let's see. I will have to discover it on my own because past self. Yeah, there is no one I could put on the hoverbike. She's not a soldier. How unfortunate. Now I am about to look it up. So that will be skippage once I alt tab from the game. But when will it happen? In less than a minute, I guess. But yeah, I post commentary is weird, and we're back. So yeah, now past me knows that he's messed up, and he will fire the scientist because yeah, this will not help the ultra fast time skip. However, that means I'm not only down a 93 point scientist, biochemist specifically. I am down that 92 point I fired because I can't hire him, and I can't rehire this one either, as we'll soon find out, because I'm still down a biochemist, and she's not here, so I have to hire that 86 one, Uta Hafner. So that's what happens when you don't know the bugs of the game. But now we know. So if you ever play this game and want to transfer scientists, you should know to always do fast forward or pause. That way they will just skip to your base. Hey, skip some more, making sure that the scientist is here. Also, I thought I was hiring soldiers in this episode, but perhaps it will be later. And I am still angry at Transtar, and they are angry at me, but I cannot bribe them anymore. I don't have the money. So, let's see. Yeah, I did hire people, and Kenji is a psyker. So why am I putting him on physical training? Yeah, that's more like it. Kenji, who knows all the kanji, all of them. Anyway, now that I have a bunch of vehicles, I should assign them to places. But I'm also going to arm them. No, I'm going to buy engines and put proper engines on them. Think missile evasion matrix doesn't evade guns; it evades missiles. I, again, something I think is the case, but I would need to check. Ranger plasmas or lineage plasma. Well, I was buying aladium to power the plasma guns with. That's funny. In the first game, oh, this is Ranger plasma. In the first game, um, plasma cannons didn't actually use alarium. Handheld plasma guns did, but plasma cannons for vehicles did not. Presumably, they just take energy, and you need only the energy from the power source. Also, I could have weapons targeting large weapons targeting arrays in the cars, but didn't notice it. The stuff you miss when you do live commentary. Anyway, I should be selling the janitor. Also, I am selling extra last guns. That might have been a mistake, but we'll see later. I am buying some engines for my cars. Only one engine, really. And then I pressed no, and rather than putting it back into this menu, it booted me all the way out. And am I not selling the janitor array? I guess I am not. Hide weapons controls for trikes, I mean bikes? No. And time skip. The engine has arrived. Better engine should allow the vehicle to evade attacks better, though I'm not certain that will actually work. Yeah, can't buy any more power fuel. Though I might actually have enough by now, at least for a while. So now I am sending the vehicles to various places so that they could attack from multiple directions once the aliens come. Because the aliens will come. And once they do, we shall be ready for them. Even if we don't have Klingon disruptors disassembled to fix the replicators. Or were those Romulan disruptors? And yeah, the last two hover bikes are staying at home with the Valkyrie. Anthropod autopsy. Alright. This creature was built for warfare, immensely strong and aggressive. Underneath the thick skin is a significant digestive system. Uh, there is a well protected brain structure that seems to match human size in terms of its neuron count. The well-formed brain is vulnerable to psionic influence, although it is not capable of psionic attacks. This indicates an important weakness in this species. The tissues recovered from this specimen will contribute to our biological warfare research. And Uta Hafner can contribute too, with the chrysalis, the living chrysalis past me. An alien energy source is ongoing. I've built a disruptor gun, so I'm able to sell it. And now look at the price I'm going to get for it. Did you remember the number? Is it 2,100? No, it's a 1,995. 105 fewer dollars. Why is that? Because of market saturation. There are 15 Decepticons on the market already. It's no longer a novelty. Someone was traded, and I gained 196 points from research. Lost for people fighting, I guess. Chrysalis and energy source are ongoing. Yeah. I'm thinking what I will do next. And I will need another base eventually, but I cannot build it right now because I have insufficient money. Right now, I could not build any large laboratory or workshop in my base. But yeah, finally I am buying those power swords that I wanted to buy for a while now. Whom? Who exploded and why, I don't know. Chrysalis. A chrysalis is the most vulnerable stage of alien development because it possesses no attack mechanisms. Its skin is tough, but vulnerable to fire and incendiary ammunition. A new alien will grow inside the chrysalis and emerge after a period of 3 days. It seems that a variety of alien forms could develop at this stage, depending on the genetic information carried by the hyperworm. The physiology of these new forms contains many new cell structures. We have now gained a significant understanding of alien genetics. Good. Also, that implies that a hyperworm turns into a chrysalis, which I don't think we have yet discovered because we haven't um, uh, autopsied or uh, vivisected a hyperworm. Anyway, alien energy source. The alien energy source for the alien craft is generated in special dimension chambers, which suck incredible amounts of energy from the alien dimension. These systems are highly unstable and should be treated with caution in combat situations. They might go boom, and Boomer will like it. Advanced quantum physics or alien propulsion? I can't build advanced quantum physics anyway because I don't have the base space. So probably propulsion or control. But I chose advanced quantum physics anyway. Even though I won't be able to build them. What am I buying anyway? Oh, I am selling another disruptor. The prices are updated each week. So, I mean, on a weekly basis. So, the more I manage to sell in the early days, the uh, more I will sell it for. Though once I get far enough into the game, oh, now I am trying to build a base, which would cost me 50,000. I could afford it at the start of the month, but not right now. And yeah, moving too fast. Even if I am just clicking uh, the arrow buttons, it moves very fast. While outside of this mode, it's moving slower. And this would cost me even more. The reason I would prefer not to have my new base in the slums is that the buildings that are slums are more vulnerable. The chrysalis appears to be an important stage in the alien life cycle. The cell structures we have discovered seem to suggest that the emerging aliens have a different physiology to those previously encountered. This could indicate that there will be further stages to our biological research. The chrysalis contains no advanced brain structure and will not respond to psionic attacks. As if we didn't already know this from vivisecting one. Anyway, yeah. Buildings in this game can get destroyed with attacks. And if that happens, I mean, slums are less tough than other buildings. Anyway, now we are going to dissect or vivisect a hyperworm. Advanced quantum physics is ongoing. Let's go. And UFOs first. Oh, that's not how we do this. We do this in this pattern. By the way, I am holding control to multi-select. And that's a new UFO type, by the way. But more UFOs will come. So other people, jump out of your bases. Oh, and be cautious. You are going to be aggressive right now. Medium altitude. The reason why we are going to all be cautious and at medium altitude is that it's so that we try to dodge alien guns and so that we shoot up at the aliens. That's actually important because if a building gets hit, it angers the faction that um, owns the building against the faction that hit the building, regardless at whom the shot was supposed to be fired. So if I'm shooting at aliens and hit someone's building, that's on me. If aliens are shooting at me and hit someone's building, that's on the aliens. Oh, and I don't want people on the Valkyrie while it's in combat. That would risk losing the soldiers along with the Valkyrie. Oh, and the first group, also be cautious and medium altitude. Or defensive. Another UFO, again this type, so U4 be euphoric and attack it. And U3, which I can't select correctly, also. And now I misclicked. And there will be more UFOs soon enough. But for now, you guys attack various things. A third UFO. And this is also a new type, I think. So I'm not sure about that. I just think so. So, we are going to attack each UFO. And yeah, any damage to the city is losing me points. Whoever does it, be it me, aliens, gangs, police, it points against me. But that's money points. In terms of angering factions, it depends who actually shot the. By the way, the shields that the aliens have aren't all that strong, and Hoverbite is destroyed. The shields that the aliens have aren't all that strong. What is strong is their HP bar, their hull. You can see how fast we've depleted the shields of those uh, of these things. Lightly damaged Hovercar one, yet and lightly damaged too. Yet their health bars are going down slowly. And how about E12 destroyed by another UFO? Phoenix 1 returning. Hopefully it makes it, though I doubt it. Phoenix 7. Car 662 destroyed. I mean, police car. Now, what are the UFOs currently doing? I'm checking them in case they drop off aliens. This one is broken. Phoenix 2 destroyed. That's not nice. But this tower one was shut down. Guys, attack the remaining saucer. Heal. The battle is a bit worse because my people arrived late. Heavily damaged 11. Returning 11. Lightly damaged 4. 4 destroyed. That's not nice. This UFO is moving still. Phoenix 5 returning. The other UFO also crash landed. And I'm sending these guys to attack, even though one of them is a heavily damaged turbine. Now it's returning to base. Phoenix 5 destroyed. Phoenix 3 destroyed. And I missed it on the video, I think. But I mean, I missed it while post commentating. And Hoverbike 11, you should not be going to battle. I missed it while post commentating, but I did see while playing. Return 11, return. I did see while playing that the tower UFO, both of you, the tower UFO that was in the west did actually drop some soldiers. Phoenix police hover car. Anyway, everybody returning, good, except that one vehicle which isn't returning for whatever reason. No, not the sanctuary clinic, the hover car. Anyway, once Valkyrie returns, I'm going to arm it with soldiers and send it into the slums where the aliens dropped the aliens. Because past me saw it, even if current me did not. The Western Tower UFO, I think, got destroyed too fast to drop anything, but yeah, I mean the Eastern one. The Western did drop stuff. Valkyrie, no, first select people and put them on. And we've got 12 passengers. Yeah, 12 passengers with the module. I was just checking whether it was counted or not. Should have realized it was. That just makes sense. Anyway, first put people on. I'm trying to put enough for 4 teams, which would be 4 psychers, 4 robots. But I only have 3 robots. Where is Boomer? Oh, here he is. And fake psyker doesn't count as an actual psyker because she's a fake. She's a fake! As would that one Romulan say before he was blown up. It's better to be blown up as a balloon than to be blown up with a bomb, and I forgot to actually put them on. Now I have to reselect them. Roar! Don't forget to roar! Like Rory the Rory. I think Rory is a variant of Roderick, but Rory the Rory is the Roderick who roars. And Calvin Mitchell has no pants, so they have to be added. No, don't wear your left sleeve in your right hand. Uh, don't wield it in your right hand. Wield the machine gun in your right hand so that you can shoot the aliens. And I will turn out to have not enough medikits, but the power swords are for now reserved for the robots so that they could melee our enemies. And I also have insufficient stun nades, uh, which is unfortunate, but happens. So yeah, now I'm giving people stuff. I mean, by stuff I mean equipment and ammunition. Yeah, warfare has gone a long way from medieval times, and even longer from ancient times, though not that much longer. I don't know how much longer, but yeah, it's no longer giant lines of armies that either move into melee with each other or shoot at each other in giant lines. Now we use terrain and hide. The main reason for that is that armor is no longer good enough to guarantee stopping arrows. Not that we use arrows anymore, and Sarah Button is has gained a lot of accuracy over the uh, her service. But yeah, robots get swords. Yeah, in early days of warfare, when there wasn't much armor, there were mainly shields. Shields would absorb arrows or javelins or some and block sling bullets. By the way, it's telling that the word for the uh, shot out of guns is the same as for the shot out of slings. It's just that slings were very deadly. Unfortunately, they were also difficult to use. But the thing is, originally it was mainly shields and perhaps greaves and helmets. If you have a giant shield, you do not need to protect your body with anything else. Now, if you were an auxiliary, you would not have a giant shield. You would instead have some way of range attacks, but the heavy infantry they would have giant shields. Over time, shields shrunk, and instead of those, people gained armor. The advantage is that armor is easier to carry and often, well, not necessarily more protective directly. Something that hits your shield doesn't hit you at all, while something that hits your armor does hit you and can stun you. But oh, Boomer gets lots of booms. But the point is, you don't have to actively use it to block attacks with it. You just have to move at all. And Scott loses his pants because Kenji needs them to read the kanji. Um, so that's why in later periods people wore armor and over time shields shrunk or weren't used at all. That also gave rise to huge two-handed weapons like maces like huge maces, huge warhammers, and such. Mm, because small weapons would have basically no chance of piercing or stunning at least through armor. You wouldn't actually pierce through most armors even with um, big weapons, but getting hit in the head or even in the arm with a huge hammer will hurt even if you are wearing plating over it. It will just hurt less. However, if you are not wearing plating over it, you will have your arm broken. And yeah, I am buying more armors, but they will not arrive in time. So let's send our soldiers into battle! Glorious battle at the Diablo slums. Not slams. Slams is written with an A and means a heavy hit. I mean, slam singular is a heavy hit. Slams is plural of those. Like Grand Slam. So, don't get hurt while looking for John Hurt. But he's not here. He's not part of the Diablo. He is, after all, the voice of the dragon. And yeah, switching teams around so that each team has exactly one psyker, and 3 of the 4 teams have exactly one robot. Robot. The robot. And quick saving at the start of battle, I should have technically quick saved just before the start of the battle, because it could have crashed at that point, but yeah. And here I noticed that the psyker of this team has a Marzek armor, while everyone else has Megapole. So the Psyker could be flying. And should be flying. So everybody run and be aggressive. The aggressiveness is important, not actually because I want them to shoot the aliens. I mean, shooting the aliens is useful, but that's not why I'm making them aggressive. I'm making them aggressive so that they don't stand up and try to run. And oh yeah, 2 of this team have flying armor, except the Psyker. Oh, and I forgot to make them run. So I will be switching teams around so that there is a one whole flying team. But the point is, if they are aggressive and they are shooting at the aliens, they are not getting up and running away from the aliens. And if they are not getting up and running away from the aliens, they aren't getting brain sucked. Though brain suckers technically don't suck out brains, they inject stuff into the brains, but whatever. They are called brain suckers, so let's keep it that way. Brain sucker! Should there be other suckers like liver sucker or lung sucker? I guess lung sucker could be kissing people, but it would be weird anyway because it would suck out their lungs doing so. Also, heart sucker, which would suck out the heart. Just don't try to poop out your own heart. You will fail because you will die long before it makes it through your intestinal tract. How would it even get into your intestinal tract? You would be dead by then. Oh yeah, fake psyker is going to be today's sniper because she is the only one with a sniper rifle. A laser sniper rifle, but a sniper rifle nonetheless. Or none the more. Give her the s'mores before she eats you with them. S'mores? I remember they are some kind of candy? I looked them up once. But yeah, we are exploring the slums looking for aliens. But are the aliens looking for us? It is entirely possible. Hidden movement. They are hiding from us. Alright, run. And reunite. I mean, unite for the first time. New Team 1. Nuke the enemies! Nuke them in a microwave oven. And this team shall go up all the way and explore this building. Why is a microwave even? Why is microwaving something even called nuking it? It's not like a microwave oven is generating nuclear radiation. It's not even generating ionizing radiation. Um, Microwaves are very specifically non-ionizing. Yeah. Fake psyker, be prepared to snipe. Yeah, microwaves are non-ionizing radiation. They heat stuff up, but they do not knock off electrons from most materials. They can move electrons within the electron cloud of a metallic object, but they are not powerful enough to knock them off of proper material. I mean, proper atoms. You need at least UVB for that. There was a bit of lag in the recording, so the rest of this might be a bit not in the recording, in the replay that I am watching while recording this audio. So there might be a bit of delay at that point. But yeah, UVB is the first ionizing radiation, inherently ionizing. Though, let me think. Oh, Skeletoid! These yellow guys are called Skeletoids, and there are 4 of them apparently. At least 4. Oh, robot! Robot dude, what's your name? Would you shoot them? Oh, he probably didn't have the time units. They don't look particularly skeletal. You can get 3 shots in on them, and you only hit 1. Where are you, fake psyker? Do your sniping! So this guy has been hurt, but not hurt enough. Actual psyker fly around at the speed of a regular person walking. Well, flying. Well, running, but not fast enough. These guys are going to support the flying team. But the 2 teams... oh, the psyker is faster. He was already close by. The 2 teams here are going to explore the building. We do not want to lose soldiers because someone was hiding in the building and would attack the other teams. I mean, all the teams if these 2 didn't do it from behind. Also, I keep forgetting that one of them not lying down doesn't mean that they are all not lying down. The skeletons, I mean skeletoids, are skeletally shooting, but without proper muscles, they can't hit. You know, they are skeletal, so they don't have muscles. Perhaps. Well, it's weird because muscles have an outer shell of bone. Uh, Muscles being shellfish. They are rather shellfish. Anyway, no one in the top floor. You guys, you were supposed to be looking into the building. What the hell? And you are Boomer, aren't you? Not named so because of your birthday, but oh, you are supposed to all be running, but yeah, one of you was on the ground, and it was the fastest one. And it will happen next turn too. So, you. I didn't catch your name, you the robot guy. Ivan the Galil. Yeah, Ivan. You shall be Ivan the Terrible if you survive this mission. Anyway, one of four slain. How much do you need to shoot? 23. So go this far. You will be able to shoot only once, but at least you will be able to shoot at him. And you missed. You may be a sniper, but you're not good enough sniper yet. You're suffering for being multidisciplinary. Alright. This got the shot, but missed, and we go on. This will be a long mission, my viewers. Fiends? My fiendish friends! My fiendish fiends. Also, this building goes all the way to the top of the map. Okay, Psyker, you hang around the wall. Fake Psyker, you are prepared to snipe, and you guys, you were supposed to get up before moving. But I forgot again. You guys guard the building, you guys return. I am betting on nobody being on those balconies. And strangely, no skeletoids sighted this turn. So guys, look into this building. And lie down if you can. So Robot Dude, you should fly forward and see what aliens you can see. No, don't fly there. That's one thing I dislike about this game. One misclick can have your soldier flying all across the map for no benefit. Fake Psyker, prepare to snipe. Always and ever. You guys, don't forget to get up. or lie down. Just be all in the same position. Now get up and move in to fight. So can you see any aliens? No. Fake Psyker also fly on. And the middle teams, you explore this building since top floor is known to be clear and we are already exploring second floor. Team 2 might as well explore first floor because that will make things faster and we know there are no aliens to attack your back. They would have to go through the building that we are currently going around and they would have to go through us. Which I suppose if they are powerful enough they might manage, but... Oh, don't crawl. They might manage, but that would be obvious. So these guys would be able to turn around and defend themselves. Right. Look into these rooms. I'm still betting nobody is on the balcony. Yeah. Robot first. He's the tankiest because he cannot take critical wounds and now you can't see anyone anymore? What? Whom did you see? Oh, you see... Oh, that brain sucker! But you have no brain to be sucked. Anyway, can you snipe him? No. Put explosives back in. Now you guy, you are very high, and I mean that in the literal sense. So getting brain sucked would be difficult for Mr. Psyker, but not impossible. Mr. Psyker? Mrs. Psyker? Not sure. Anyway, brain sucker runs back and forth many times, and even is under fire. But brain sucker runs back and forth because he runs forward, sees a robot he cannot brain suck because the robot is too high and too far, runs back, forgets about robot, uh, and repeats. But the guy who shot disruptors at the robot is currently more of a threat. You see someone. Whom do you see? A popper! Can you control his body? No. Can you stun him? No. At least see him. Yeah, he's got infinite side defense, very high time units and accuracy, but low reactions. And you cannot panic him either. You don't have any nades. You do have nades. You even have a stun nade. But you have no line of throw, even if you have a line of sight. Oh, no. Too far to throw. That's what's the actual problem. Now you can see two of them, but you don't have the time units. You need 11. And you will run into a similar problem, won't you? You're also Ivan, I just noticed, but don't know the name. Now, Ivan Daligel, you should throw a stun nade, yet I will not have you do so, because I'm a fool and will have you try flying above the poppers in spite of seeing a bunch of enemies and shoot the popper with a stun gun. However, boom, and the alien is out of range, the popper. So I will have you fly in closer, try again. Even if you see a bunch of enemies and get under fire, that's a whole giant team of arthropods. I'll have you try to shoot them all. Now this is interesting. They got to move after the hit but before the explosion. And now you should try running away, but you're not fast enough. What nade? Yeah, I had to use smoke. Try to cover Ivan, the future to be terrible, but you have no arc of throw, and yet you throw. And fake psyker, try to snipe. Ping. But you cannot hit. So move in closer, would ya? And these guys lie on the floor, these guys who go forward. No aliens in these flats. No aliens in these flats. So next turn, from next turn on, we all congregate at this place. But now comes the horrible part. They all shoot at Ivan Dagalin. Ivan, who will be terrible in the future. Or he dies. And that was one of the poppers. That was the second popper. I don't get to stun any of them. I don't like that. But Ivan Dagalier doesn't come under any more fire. And being a robot doesn't bleed. And so he gets to run away! Sure, he's badly hurt. But with enough time, he can heal. He doesn't see any enemies. And though I have a fairly good guess where the arthropods are hiding, it's better to have you guarantee that to survive. Fake Psyker can snipe some more. Pong. You hit the wrong guy, but at least you hit somebody. Jackass. You don't see anyone. If you did, that would have been good, because you are a psyker, a real psyker. Now you are crawling. Can I have you throw this stuff? No, too far. You are not strong enough. You are not even as strong as beef stroganoff. And that's a food. So lie down. Ivan Taylor. You two guys also move on and lie down. Now you two turn around, you two teams. And then, once we see that the flats are empty, everyone congregate. Everyone. Well, except Ivan the Gallier the Terrible. I should remember to rename him. Yeah, after I finish this recording, I will finally start the official naming file. And people are under fire, and there are brain suckers. But you can't brain someone that sucked to the floor. I mean, you can't brain suck someone on the floor. Which means these brain suckers just wasted themselves here and are drunk as a bone. Wait, drunk as a bone? Is that even a metaphor? Or metonymy or something? I don't think it is. Anyway, Ivan the Terrible, run! Run like a coward! Run like a cow! Run like a cow who's been shot in the rump by Rumpelstiltskin! Anyway, this is the end of the episode, and I will see you next time in a live commentary.